this too. Let's see what top loaders am I gonna need. 30. A couple extra 35 points. What's up, Gary? Alright, here we are. Good luck, everyone. Here is the list of teams here. We have Blake for the Giants, Capalot Bears, Gino Panthers, Browns, Cowboys, Lions, Jags, Vikings, Pats, Saints, Jets, Commanders, Jim Cardinals, JoJo Niners, Kicker, Bengals, Eagles, Mike Texans, Dex Ravens, Steelers, O Rebel, Falcons, Dolphins, Colts, Snake Eyes, Broncos, Raiders, Chargers, and Seahawks, TikTok, Bills, Chiefs, Rams, Bucks, Titans, and Topher Packers. Good luck, everyone. How you doing tonight, Gary? You bet on that game? What's up, Cincy? Alright, here at Pat's Gonna Crush, we have Jerry Rice, Ocho Cinco, 261 out of 275. And, wow, case hit. That's a crazy card. Wired, Marshawn Lloyd. This is a sick looking card for the Packers. Go Pack, go Topher. We have Joshua on the Shimmer. Oh, redemption. Hold up. We have Burton on the RPA. Adisa Isaac on the Shimmer Auto. And we have McMillan on the back, but here we go. We got redemption. This is, I'm feeling like we're going to see something big here. Hopefully not Chop Robinson. Hopefully I didn't jinx it. And get all these boxes up. Show me a QB or someone sick. Alright, here we are. Resurgence rookie signature. Wow, there he is. Right off the rip. JD. Going out to the Commanders, Gino. First box in, JD Auto right off the bat. Gross. That is crazy. Starting off with the Heat. Case hit and Daniels, first box. Let's keep that rolling. Good luck, everyone. Here we are. We have Doug Flutie. Oh, we got a lot of stuff over here. There we go. Singletary, Troy Aikman, J.J. Watt, Refractor of Smith, Blake Corum, Malik Washington, and Fuwaga. Dan Marino, we have Drew Brees, Brian Dawkins, Frank Gore, Will Levis Refractor, and we have Bernie Kosar. 244 out of 249 for the Browntown. Smith and Byron Murphy. We have Jamal Charles, Fred Taylor, Brett Favre, and Caleb. Nice, numbered 175 out of 175, last on print. We will take that for the Bears. Capalot. Ricky Pearsall, Tavondre Sweat, and Jazon Newton. We will take last on print, Caleb. Like that green. That green looks sick. Bryce, Ozzie Newsome, Ray Lewis, Boomer. Wow, Coop. Didn't even see the little blue peeking out there. Coop on the redemption. Straight to it. There you go, kicker. Dan Marino, Polk, and Adani. Kicker needed a nice hit. I don't know if he's here right now. Normally he watches the YouTube, but he'll be happy with that for sure. keep it moving. Joe Thomas, Antonio Freeman, Peyton Manning, Dan Fouts. We have Byron Murphy refractor. Worthy on the circuit breakers. Rakestraw Jr. and Bo Nix. Yeah, we're starting off nice for sure. Eli, Tim Brown. We have Terry Bradshaw. Largent refractor of Flutie. We have Hines Ward. We're still missing 2 autos, I believe. Brooks and Marv. Still should have 2 autos coming up. Irving, we have Thurman Thomas and Mike Vick. We have Hines Ward on the refractor. And Bryce on the auto. You know what? We'll take that, Panthers. It's going to be interesting to see how he does. Gino. Nice, Gino. Rattler, Hicks, and Lloyd. People got a lot of hope for him this coming up season. We'll take it. Nice box. 2 nice autos so far. We have Kelsey, Tom Brady, Keyshawn Johnson out of 125, Frank Gore, Troy Franklin, and Tyler Guyton. I believe we do have an RPA. I think you get, yep, RPA per box, if I'm not mistaken. AP, Isaac Bruce, Hyde Ward. Here we go. See what our RPA is about. Ooh. Troy Franklin. 4 out of 15. We've been hot on the Troy Franklins. Who has it? Broncos. Broncos country. Snake Eyes. Out of 15, we'll take it. Little color match on the ink there too. We have Adisa Isaac and Trice. Yeah, it reminds me, I was telling them last night, it reminds me of Spectra, how they do the color match. It's pretty cool. It's the only other product I think I know that does that. Alright, Marcus Allen, we have Randy Moss, Kurt Warner, Ocho Cinco, Wiley out of 275, Lloyd, Rattler, and Theo Johnson. Ed McCaffrey, we have James, Marshall Faulk, Lawrence Taylor, Jerome the Bus, Brett Favre, 34 out of 99. I like this card, the conductors. Payne Wilson and McMillan. Alright, Eddie George, Joe Montana, Earl Campbell, Barry Sanders. We have Fuwaga, Roman Wilson, Circuit Breakers, JC, and Cameron Kitchens. Another nice box here. Let's go back to that Breakers. Let's go 2 for 2 on QB autos here for the Breakers. Alright, here we are. We have Flutie. Caleb again. You have 2 of them. 113 out of 175. And Tom Brady, wow, nice. 70 out of 149. We'll take all Tom Brady's we can get. No, that is Coop, and that is Jaden Daniels. And here is our low number card. Out of 10. 9 out of 10, Jonah. What do we got here? Troy Franklin. He's everywhere. You can't escape him. Yeah. And backwards, Ricky, nice for the Niners. Wow, that is fire. 5 out of 25 with the ink to match it. Super nice hit for the Niners there, JoJo. And we have John Randall, 13 out of 15. 13 out of 15. We'll take that. Vikings, Luke McCaffrey. Yes, kicker did end up getting them tonight. All right, nice. You know what we'll do actually? We'll put those together, that up there. We'll put the Ricky. Yeah, I might need some more 180 points. These things are pretty thick. And you know what? Giants in here, we are just getting started, which is the good thing. So we have a lot of chances for them. get this fully situated. Yo, where did... Putting this over there. Alright, here we are. You just gotta believe. I believe. You just gotta believe. Malik incoming. Yeah, that Ricky's fire. Super slick, the orange out of 25. This is a really nice product. I like it a lot. We have Richard Dent, Suggs. I like it more than the other ones they recently dropped. We have Joe Waltz, Sticky Ricky, Baguette, Walker on the back. I like Cosmic. Cosmic's cool, but it's just tough when you only got 4 autos in a case. It's like we're getting 4 autos a box over here, pretty much. Luke Kuechly, we have Walter Payton, Chris Carter, and Malachi Corley out of 275. We have Latu and Rice. We have Ocho Cinco, Ed McCaffrey, James, Marshall Falk, Tim Brown, 135 out of 199 for them Raiders. Blake Corum on the Circuit Breakers, Rattler and Theo Johnson. Chris Carter, Keyshawn Johnson, TL, Howie Long, and another Ricky. Wow, the Niners are insane in this product. Back-to-back nights of smacking Elway, Wilson, and McMillan. I would say this is a step above Finest, but not a big step, but it is a step above. And then Inception's kind of hard to pair because Inception isn't a multi-card product like this is. Inception's kind of just in its own ball game. We have Ed McCaffrey, Malik Refractor. Hey, there's a little refractor of Malik. Not the craziest hit, but it's a start. JC and Cameron Kitchens. Alright, James, we have Marshall, Lawrence Taylor, Jerome LeBus, Keyshawn. We have James Harrison, Jane Hicks, and Lloyd. Phil Simms, we have Fred Blitnikoff, Steve Young, Walter Payton, and Rattler. We get 3 rookie autos here, nice. We have Brett Favre, Bucky, and Jane Daniels. Theismann, we have Woodson, Tony Dorsett, Josh Cribbs. We have 4 out of 399 on the Patrick Paul. Drew Brees, Junior Colson, and Brock Bowers. And here is the RPA. Barry, we have Irving, Thurman Thomas, Kurt Warner, and Trey Benson. Zona. We have Terry Bradshaw, Cooper, and Jermaine Burton. Benson. I believe so. I believe Rattler is going to be starting there. Which when he played with what he had, he honestly didn't look horrible. He held his own out there. He almost beat Washington. We have 317 out of 399 on the Montana. Marshall Falk, Mims, and Kate Stover. Marcus Allen, we have Randy Moss, Terrell Suggs, Herman Moore, John Randall. We have Polk 45 out of 249, Wiley, and Joe Alt. Witten, Risen, we have Devin Hester, Sticky Ricky, Wiley on the refractor, Marshawn Lloyd, Malik, and Coop. Alright, come on, Breakers. Give me a nice low number 11 from in there. You need to. look too thick of an RPA. Aikman. We have Devin Leary out of 399. Steve Young, that's a sick card. 41 out of 50. The Niners keep feasting. Nate Wiggins on the shimmer. And here we are. We have Adonai Mitchell, 109 out of 249. Malik, there it is. I told you, you just gotta believe. Malik on the RPA. Beautiful, we'll take it. And we have Bledsoe on the shimmer on the back. Tavion Sanders. Nice Malik. Torrey Holt, Gronk, Mike, Donovan McNabb, and out of 125, Michael Pratt for the Bucks, which is weird. Oh no, never mind, that is right. Devontae Walker, he was Packers and then he went to Bucks. Right, and Isaiah Davis. I'm tripping. He went from the Packers to the Bucks. We have Largent, Donald, Maurice Jones-Drew, Terrell Davis, Joe Montana Refractor, Gronk, Pratt the GOAT, and we'll see. It's going to be behind Baker. So they don't really like giving those rookies playing time because I never ended up seeing. God, what's that guy's name for the Bucks? I got an NTRPA out from him, but I forget his name now. CJ Stroud. We have Marcus Allen out of 99. We have Will Levis, Terrion Arnold, and Mason Smith. Kyle Trask, there it is, yep. Dude, I got an NTRPA of his. I was liking what I saw in college, but they never gave him a shot. Alright, Mean Joe Green. We have Riggins, Bledsoe, Smith, there we go, for Philly. Peyton Manning, Maurice, and Cole Bishop. Hey, it's not over yet. We have Champ Bailey, Witten, Wallace, and wow, that's a sick one. Another case hit, this time out of the hobby, Keon Coleman wired. Who has the Bills? 2 wired case hits. 1 out of Breakers, 1 out of hobby. Who has the Bills? TikTok, there you go, TikTok. Keon Coleman again. Keon Coleman pack, Rukin, Eric Hall. Yeah, I believe they are the same. I think it just has to go with what primary color the team is. Maybe that's why the wire looks different. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. We have Sticky Ricky, Phil Simms, Barry Sanders, Marvin Harrison. Maybe they are. Mims and Kate Stover. But I think they should be the same. We have Steve Young, Joe Theismann, Charles Woodson, Jerome the Bus out of 399, Jim Kelly, Wiley, and Joe Walt. Dorsett, we have Cribbs. Ooh, incoming Chop Robinson. Ooh, what's an Aqua Surge? Oh my god. Have yourself a break. What is Aqua Surge out of? Jalen Wright, 112 out of 275. Malik and Coop. Gino, and you hit the Caleb in the divvy. 2 Daniels and a Caleb tonight for your Gino. How about that? seconds of the. I don't even know where the Aqua Surge is at for autos. Out of 249 out of 149. The auto, I saw that at 249 for the base cards, but normally autos are different than base for numbered cards. Harrison, we have Leary, Smith, Bucky, and JD again. Yeah, one from each case. Alright, we have Palomalu, Williams, Dickerson, AR, Michael Hall, Rice, Roman Wilson, and Braswell. I thought it was going to be Chop, honestly. Emmett Smith, Jim Kelly, Campbell, Troy Franklin, 31 out of 149. We have Carney and JPJ. The JD break tonight. Ogden, Taylor, Manny, we have Bo Nose, and Sick Lad there, 72 out of 225. That's a fire looking lad. Steve Young, we have Kingsley and Kamari. I like that lad. I will double dip Hobby. Yeah, we just pulled the 101 of Franklin recently too. It's bound to be everywhere. Tim Brown, we have Terry Bradshaw, Steve Largent, Aaron Donald, Malik Washington out of 175, Dorsett, Audric, and Ray Davis. We have Terrell Davis, Munoz, Jim, Andre Reed, Jerry Rice out of 249, last on print, 249 out of 249, Darius Robinson, and Tommy Eichenberg. CJ, we have Torrey Holt, Gronk, Mike, we have Trice Knight, Devin Hester, Tyke Smith, and Troy Fontanu. McNabb, come on, I want to see a 101 tonight. Walter Payton, we have Latu on the auto. Latu's everywhere. Trey Benson, Bum Means, and Paul. I feel like every break we at least get 2 Latus. That's a guy. Cali John. There's autos everywhere. Good old Latu. Dickerson, Anthony Richardson, Elway. We got Roger, JJ Watt, 92 out of 199. Jason Kelsey, Fish, and Jacob Cowan. Oh, RPA. Come on, RPA. Smith, give me Bo, give me May, give me Caleb. Here we go. 75 out of 75, Adonai Mitchell, the Colts. It's a Colts box. Eli Manning, Luke McCaffrey, and Nate Wiggins, who ended up taking down the Colts. Oh, Rebel. Yeah, again, a lot of autos. Maybe combine them. Heard that Peyton. Peyton 101 would be insane. If we're going for that route, let's see Brady or Peyton 101. Come on. Phil Sims, Blitnikoff, Steve Young, Theismann, McMillan, Bucks will take that. We have Malachi Corley, Braswell, and Joshua Kelly. Woodson, we have Tony Dorsett, Josh Cribbs, Richard Dent, Grant Barton, CJ Stroud, JPJ, and Kingsley. How many boxes left? We have 2 of each. 2 of each after this. We have Terrell Suggs, Herman Moore, John Randall, Revis Island, Keyshawn Johnson Refractor, Caleb Conductors, Kamari and Maurice. Archie Manning, we have Bo Nose, Mean Joe Green, Sherman, Ben Sinat, we have Bernie Kosar, Jatavion Sanders, and yeah, these are nice breaks. We are hitting fire cards every time. I mean, it's a lot of product, a lot of autos, a lot of numbered cards. It's a really, it's a big break, but it's sick, for sure. We have Bledsoe, Sharp, Champ Bailey, Chris Carter, Brock Bowers, nice 233 out of 275. Take that. Mason Smith and Jalen Wright. It's pretty spread out, too, for the most part. I mean, we did hit 2 Daniels autos, but it's a lot of teams hits. We have Hester, Ryzen, Sticky Ricky, Fish got a 399, Trey Benson, Isaiah Davis, and Roman Wilson. Alright, back to the breakers. Ooh, this one's staying. Redemption Part 2. Nope, RPA, super for RPA. We have Singletary. John Elway, that's sick, 80 out of 225. Frank Gore out of 275. We have 2 out of 15. Sterling going out to the Packers. There we go, Topher. Ooh, hold on. Come on. Kamari for the Texans. Ooh, looks a little bit blue here. Here we go on the RPA. Lad will take it, Chargers. Nice hit there for the Chargers. And on the back, Isaac Bruce for the Rams. There you go, Rams. That's sick. Dave Wiggins on the back. Nice hits there for the Packers, Chargers, and Rams. Let me just hit those. Put those out there in the recap. Alright, back to hobby. Get one more QB auto. Yeah, ATL is not the best in Topps products. They do struggle. Kamari disrespect. Alright, I'll get Kamari in the recap. I wanted CJ Stroud for you, Mike. But we'll get Kamari in the recap. We have Ray, Boomer, Joe Thomas, Antonio Freeman, Leggett on the refractor, Frank Gore, Nate Wiggins, and Jatavion Sanders. Peyton Manning, Dan Fouts, Eli Manning, Tim Brown. We have James and Caleb. Nice, 55 out of 249. Getting numbered Caleb's everywhere. Terry and Arnold and Mason Smith. Just gotta hit that auto, Caleb, now. Terry Bradshaw, we have Steve Largent, Aaron Donald, Maurice Jones, Drew Newton, 19 out of 199. Worthy, Jalen Wright, and Isaiah Davis. TD, we have Munoz, Andre Reed, we have Jim, and there's the Chop Robinson. Troy Aikman. We have Roman Wilson and Chris Braswell. There's the chop. Good thing he was hiding. Good thing it was a quick one. We'll put chop in the recap. You got it. Good thing it wasn't a sweat. Sweat and chop. Gronk, we have Mike Walker on the refractor, Jermaine Burton, Hardy, and JPJ. They're giving us a chop redemption. Come on. Give us a QB for that. Dickerson, we have Marshall Faulk, Bo Nose, Kingsland, and Kamari. Those again, Mean Joe Green, we have Richard Sherman, Randy Moss refractor, and nice, Marvin Harrison on the auto. Okay, that makes up for the chop. Yeah, you've been smacking with the Niners. You got 2 Ricky autos and a super sick gold Steve Young, Keon Coleman, and Caleb. Is that Jim? Jim, did you take him down? Not a lot of Marvin Harrison autos out there. Riggins, we have Bledsoe, Sterling, Champ Bailey, and Cameron Kitchens out of 75. AR, Dallas Turner, and Will Shipley. RPA here. Witten, Hester, Rison, Sticky Ricky, and Troy Franklin. Gotta be 69 out of 99. Who else? Emmett Smith, Ricky, and Quinion. Troy Franklin. Alright, we have McNabb, Palomalu, Doug Williams, Chris Carter out of 125, Ricky, Wallace, and Devin Leary. Eric Dickerson, we have AR, John Elway, Roger, Emmett Smith, Drew Brees, number 9 out of 249, Morgan and Will. I'm not sure, Mike, maybe, because this is like the only product besides Topps Finest that he signs in for Panini and Topps. Manning, we have Colson on the refractor, Jermaine Burton, Fashanu, and AJ Varner. Seems a little bit thick. I'm liking it. Flutie. Luke McCaffrey, 58 out of 125. Wow, that white's super clean. AR out of 249. Michael Pratt on the shimmer. First auto. Isaiah Davis. Alright, come on. Be big. Be big, RPA. Drake May, what a beauty. 73 out of 75. Look at that nasty 4-color patch on the top, 3-color on the bottom. For the patch, who has the patch? Nice hit. We have Kingsley on the shimmer auto for the Chiefs and AJ. Jeez, is that Gino again that hit it? So, my goodness. Wow, Gino. Have yourself a break. Alright, last box magic. McCaffrey triple auto, that would be fire. They could go quadruple auto, I think. Their dad. Wait, maybe 3. Or 4. CMC, their dad, Luke. Yeah, I think it is 2. don't know, who was I thinking could have been the fourth? Maybe I'm on drugs. Oh, he's still in college. Ooh, we have orange, I think. Jerry Rice, orange is normally out of 25. Tom Brady, Ed McCaffrey. Wow, that's sick. 21 out of 25 bonus. Who has the Raiders in this one? Snake Eyes. That's a sick hit, Snake Eyes. 21 out of 25 bonus. CJ Stroud. We have Troy Fontanu and Bud Means. Well, we're going to get Skyler out of here. We ain't letting any of the fellas in here get scammed. 21 out of 25.
Hey everyone, this is Tatiana Manning, host of Real Talk with PG.
That's a file.
We know small businesses are dealing with rising costs and looking for ways to boost their bottom line. That's why we're doing this show, to help customers save with simple and easy to use steps by making sure they're on the most optimal rate for their business.
All right, AP, so Isaac Bruce, Frank Gore, we have Charles, Jerome the Bus out of 399, Ricky, we have Paul, and Fish. Fred Taylor, we have Brett Favre, Ozzie Newsome, Bryce, and Blake Corum will take that. Rams, nice. Who has the Rams? Isn't the Rams on Gino? No, who's the Rams? TikTok? TikTok. Take a TikTok. Brett Favre, Jacob, and Luke McCaffrey. James Harrison, we have Luke, Walter Payton, Chris Carter, Ladd on the auto, nice. Wow, second auto for Ladd, I believe. Kurt Warner, Chargers, nice. Ladd again, and Malachi. Chargers is Snake Eyes. Nice box here at the end for the Snake Eyes. Keyshawn, we have T.O., Howie Long, Marcus Allen, Cooper on the refractor, Irving on the refractor, Knight, and Ben Sinnott. Yeah, nice box. Bo Nose auto, Ladd, and Blake Corum. Some nice autos for sure. Ocho Cinco refractor, TD, Graham Barton, and Anthony Gould. Ed McCaffrey, James, we have Marshall Faulk, Lawrence Taylor, Beans out of 399, Bryce, and Javon and Audric. Just one more nice numbered card to close it. One more nice numbered card to close, please. We have Eddie George, Joe Montana, Earl Campbell, Barry Sanders, Blake Corum, take it, 13 out of 99. Ray Davis and Robinson. Thurman Thomas, we have Mike Vick, Christian Okoye, Jermaine Burton, Malik Circuit Breakers, Tommy Eichenberg, and Tyke Smith. Bill Sims, Fred Blitnikoff, Steve Young, we have Joe Theismann, Brock Bowers, Refractor, Malik, Blake Corum, and Drake May. Nice pack there, rookies. Charles Woodson, we have Tony Dorsett, Josh Cribbs, Richard Dent, Kurt Warner, and we have Heinz Ward, 8 out of 275. Trey Benson and Chris Jenkins. Last pack of Magic. Here we are. Suggs, Herman Moore. We have John Randall, Revis Island, Champ Bailey, 29 out of 75. Polk, Michael Pratt, and Worthy. There it is, fellas. I appreciate you guys all getting in tonight. Absolutely beautiful break. I'm going to go over the recap right now of everything. Some sick hits tonight for sure. Some very sick hits. Let's see. We'll save it. Those. That is fire. That is fire. That is fire. That. All these Caleb's. Alright, here we go on the quick recap. Obviously this is not everything, but this is a nice chunk of cards right here. What was the break tonight? Half a case of Breaker's Delight and half a case of Hobby of Topps Resurgence. We have Benson on the RPA, Brady numbered out of 149, Rattler on the auto, Adonai Mitchell on the RPA, Michael Pratt RPA, Steve Young out of 50, we have John Randall out of 15, Franklin out of 15, Ladd out of 225 on the color match, Blake Corum out of 99, Ladd on the auto, Blake Corum on the RPA, Franklin on the RPA, Chop Robinson on the auto, Kamari on the auto, Ladd on the RPA, Isaac Bruce on the auto, Sterling out of 15, Brock Bowers out of 275, McMillan on the auto, and here we are. Here is the second half right here. We got Bryce on the auto, case hit Marshawn Lloyd, Coop on the auto, case hit Keon Coleman, Ricky on the auto, Caleb numbered out of 249, Caleb out of 175, Caleb out of 175, Bo Nose out of 25, Malik on the RPA, Ricky 5 out of 25 RPA, Marvin Harrison auto, Drake May and same patch out of 75, 73 out of 75, and 2 Daniels. The big 3. 2 Daniels. Car retired. Yeah, no, Rattler should be their starter. Yeah, all their patches are game worn. Player worn or player worn. Every patch in top should be player worn, I believe. Yep. And Dilly Dilly, I hope you got that bet in tonight, Dilly Dilly, because you were right on the money. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. It's always when you talk about a play but you don't bet it, that's when it smacks. Who got the Bo Nose? Snake Eyes got it. No more break. Yeah, that Caleb RPA also is yours, Purdy. What, you get a calm little 1,000 on it, Dilly? Calm little 1,000? Or 500, little 500 ball. Get a purple chip on it. This is the last break. I don't know what Wax is going to do tomorrow, actually, but Wax is going to do a big break tomorrow, so tune in, and it's going to be with Resurgence, I bet. So tune in for Waxy's break tomorrow. That is going to be it for me tonight. I have a lot of sleeving, top loading, and sorting to do. I appreciate you guys all coming out. Yet again, another fire break. I mean, some beautiful hits. 2 Daniels, Drake May, Marv, Ricky, Malik, Bo out of 25, numbered Caleb's, just some sick stuff tonight. So